Welcome to Brick Trains. I'm Joey, and we're running the Orient Express. So yeah, did a haul the other day, a little bit ago. Maybe there's a link for it, maybe not. Went to the Lego store in Opry Mills, Nashville. Got the Orient Express plus some other things. And I promised we're going to build it and run it. And today's the day it's built. We're not going to see that. I didn't film it because it was one of those things that was like, I'm just wanted to power through it. And I did, and my back thanks me for that. Because I built it here at the sorting table, which is low. And then I figured out how I'm going to how to put powered up in it. And I did some research. I watched some videos. I watched some people struggle with it, just trial and error stuff. I watched some other people who've done it, and kind of got it figured out. So what I've done is put powered up motor. Is it an L motor or M motor? I think it's the M motor. I forgot. I just had the motor. It's the same motor that's in the Crocodile because I had to take it out of my Crocodile. I had to take that motor out. I put it in the locomotive, rebuilt the locomotive, and the battery box fits in a tender. And from outwardly, is that right? From just looking at it, you really can't tell that there's nothing. Now, I did not come up with this. This was on Rebrickable. There will be a link to the Rebrickable page in the description. Maybe I'll put it up here. Joey, put it up here just for fun. They can pause it, and because I'm sure the link is this long. So now we're gonna run it. Okay, so we're over here at the layout, and now we're on a GoPro. So there's probably a little bit of quality, and I didn't start this out with my mic on, so there's probably a audio difference. I'll try to fix that, but I doubt I can. I forgot that, I guess I could have just reshot all of this on the GoPro, but anyway, I forgot that I need my phone to run the controller on the Orient Express, because it's going to basically use the same setup as the Crocodile, because you're using it, because you use that motor, the L motor or the M motor. They're not like a train motor where you can kind of set it and forget it as far as the speed. They want to be constantly having the button pushed, but Lego provided a control surface that's like a wheel for the Crocodile, and it works. It keeps the train going when you don't have to hold on to it, but I do need to use my phone. So here we go. Here it is. Let's look at it this way. Looks the same, right? There's the whole Orient Express, and this of course is my layout. So they put a hatch in here. My. I can't get the hatch open. Yeah, they put a hatch in here that absolutely fits a... Okay, I'm probably going to have to start that over because I'm sure it's going to run out before I didn't have the app pulled up. Let's see if it'll sync. I was trying to show it happening on... This is going to be tough. Powered up apps in the Christmas mood. Just get through that, and yeah, thank you. So now we're gonna turn the box on. We're gonna go to that. It's syncing. It's green now, so we should have control. All right, everything's good. Whew. Okay, me and two cameras. So what I'm gonna do is just turn this. We're going to turn it on. All right. And we're going to go ahead and give it full blast. That's pretty much full blast. And then I'm just going to put the phone down. Then we'll go see it running. Here it comes. Looks pretty good. Ooh, through the bridge. Can't hardly see it. Uh-oh. We just ran into the GoPro camera car. Get that off. ABR, always be recording. So yeah, this is my camera car. Seemed like it did pretty well there, didn't it? Let's turn that on. Put it this way. We'll turn that GoPro on. That was probably some really good video. Maybe it's gonna come on, maybe it won't. Battery might be dead. Yeah, let's just move it out of the way. Okay, here we go. Looks pretty sexy going down the track. Chase it here for a little bit in the dark. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Let's get some more video of it coming from this direction. Now, I am going to say we're using wide radius track, so it's on R120 track, and that is Bricklink injection molded track. It's not Lego track, so it's smooth. It's really smooth. The R40 standard Lego track, I think it has some trouble negotiating that. Not that it won't make it around those turns, the R40 track, or R40 turn. I'm trying to turn the GoPro back on, the other one. Oh, heard the GoPro beep. Okay, oh, looks like it went into a setup mode. Nope. Yep, it's recording. Okay, so we're gonna figure out how to, do we even want to chase it? I don't know. We'll put that on, we're gonna put that on there and then we'll see if the train comes around and we'll see if we get a crash here. I'd like to get some video of it going around. Well, let's skew that just a little bit. Let's skew it to the inside. I can't remember which is better. Here it comes. Did it crash? Nope, it didn't crash. Alright. We're getting some horrible video of the Orient Express going by. Woo! Glad that camera missed that water tower. That would have been a mess. Alright, we'll walk over here again. So my review of this set is I really like it. It looks great. I love it. Technically, there's some issues. Look, there's issues with 8-wide trains and Lego anyway. All the good Lego 8-wide cars that are out there, they use ball bearing or bearings that they shove into a Technic hole, and then they run that metal rod through it. Because the weight of the cars are so... Lego's not wrong when they said this set's heavy. It is heavy. A couple things that they did. All the coaches are sitting... They're like sitting on tiles. On the, let's see, they're sitting on the anti-stud side with tiles on the bottom. And that's rough. Their bogey plate is ingeniously created. Because it has a high spot, and then it kind of tapers off on each side, just the tiniest amount, but it keeps it from catching the bottom of those plates, the anti-stud side. This is not set up like that. It's basically tiles against the anti-studs, and they catch every once in a while in there. Especially on the R40 track, the Lego track. There's just so much turn all the time. So, you know, I'm sure there's reasons for not using the bogey plate. Lego don't give up on the bogey plate for your city sets. They're actually pretty ingenious for what they can do, because I have fought that whole let's take this car off. I mean, that's horrible video. I'm sure we're getting there. Maybe we can get a shot of it going by there. It's using the plastic wheels sets, so they start out super slick, but as you run it, they're going to build up a little. They're going to wear in there, and then they're not going to do as well. You can, and I'm not going to tell you which grease, but look for grease that is ABS. Some people are going to tell you never use grease on it. A little secret: I've been using grease on some, not everything, but some, especially sliding rods for the drive shaft, the drive rods and stuff. Not drive shafts, but drive rods. But some of the axle shafts for the trains. I mean, just the tiniest little bit of, I'm going to use the word grease, but dielectric grease. That's the only hint I'm going to give you. But there are some that's made for ABS plastic, so it won't attack. Make sure you get something that won't attack. Try not to get a petroleum base. You're going to want TTFE. What is it? Teflon, basically. Grease does have a tendency to get everywhere, so use the smallest amount and only put it where you want, and it'll wear into where it needs to be. And you would be amazed at how much better that helps. I haven't done any of that on here. I'm just trying to run it. I'm just trying to run it. Let's see, where's it at? Oh, look. Keep out, something got knocked over. Here it comes. I think this is our best lighting right here. Yeah, it definitely helps. I don't know that I'm going to put in here because I don't know that I'm going to run this a whole lot. I really thought that this was going to be my gateway train, right? That this was going to be the 8-watt. You can already hear it. Those are brand new. They're not brand new. Those are rechargeable batteries that have been on the charger. Okay. Now they're a year old or 2 years old or whatever, but those batteries in any of my 6-wide city trains will run for hours. There's already a noticeable decrease in the motor sound. It's slowing down. So yeah, I don't think this is even going to make. We're 10 minutes in, something like that, and well, we're probably a little more than 10 minutes because we started over there. But this is about 10 minutes of running this train. Those batteries are going to die. The other thing is, as hard as they're pulling, I bet you that battery pack is smoking hot. There's a reason Lego didn't motorize this. It looks like from design, from the get-go, they had probably designed it to be motorized because it was actually pretty easy to put the motor in the train. The tender itself is definitely set up to hold a battery box. We did no modification to the tender. We just dropped it in. Cable runs through the train, and then there's a little door on the battery box. In fact, the only thing we had to do was take this little piece out of the doorway going into the tender, and the cable goes right through. So let's see, can we hear it again? Here it comes again. Oh look, there's a Maersk train stuck in there. Also, if you notice, not all my stickers are on that light. I don't know why I know why I'm standing here. Ooh, look, I'm in the dark. The stickers are missing on most of the outer stickers. Some of the interior stickers are missing too, because I got the wrong sticker sheet. So I tried to do it online to get the correct sticker sheet. My stickers are orange. Let's see if we can find those. I've taken them into the office already. So I have to call them. I'm gonna have to call them to get that figured out. And supposedly they'll send me a new sticker sheet. They're supposed to be like golden. Mine are kind of orange. I was afraid. I've seen a lot of the Lego Land members had talked about getting the wrong stickers. Hopefully it won't be a problem for me to get the correct ones. Yeah, it's really starting to slow down. We're 12 minutes in. Yeah, there's no way this is going to run more than like 20 minutes. So I am going to stop it. Let's stop it right here. Let's see, we may let it go around one more time because I got to get the camera set up. Okay, so we're going to bring it around and then I'll stop it with my phone app. And we're just going to see how hot those batteries are. Now, I will say that the tender, like I said, is set up to put a battery box in pretty easy, but it's not easy to get it in and out. You have to actually kind of take the top off. They put a attached door, and the whole thing's hollow, but it could have been a little better design. You cannot get the battery box out of the hatch. Okay, so let's stop it. Ding ding. Okay, so also I do not like the couplers from an operating standpoint. Okay, let's see. Oh, I gotta pull this off. Oh, this is another excuse Lego could have said, no, we never intended for it to be operated with a battery box. Yeah, I'm having a lot of trouble getting it out. Why am I having so much trouble getting it out? I think it's because it's plugged in. Well, so much for how easy it was to get in there. Actually, you can see, look, it's right in there. I really wanted to see the temperature of those batteries. We're gonna do a little more archaeology work here. Get it apart. Just enough for me to get my fingertips on it. Maybe. The cable is part of my problem here. It's getting hung up. Yep, now I did it. There we go. Unplug the cable and it falls right out. Well, there's a little warmth to them, but not like what I expected. I expected them to be really hot. So, all right, this is the end of the video now because I've taken the tender apart. So, I guess my conclusion is you can put a motor in it. You can put powered up. It looks like it's going to eat batteries. If you were running double A's in there, that would probably eat them fast. You do need to put traction tires on this setup. The only wheels that are driven are these back wheels. In fact, I don't know if you can see that in there. I was going to try to run an axle from the front to the back to tie the front two in. So I modified even the rebrickable a little bit, but I didn't think far enough ahead when I was doing that. You can't run the axle shaft and an axle shaft down because the gears get all humped. So I may still play with that, trying to figure out another way of getting the front ones. They are actually connected with the drive rod, so there is power there. These new drive rods, they're pretty thin, but they do help as far as giving the front set of wheels power. But I did not put traction tires on the front because my thought was that since I couldn't get an axle to get a positive bite on the front gears, I was afraid that the drive rods would just bind a little bit and cause a problem with that rubber tire on the track. Because that's a pretty positive grip. So I don't see that I'm getting any. I don't know that I would get any more power out of it. I mean, I'm getting all the power out of the motor. So I don't think I'm losing anything. But I think if I put those tires on with the static wheels, with only the drive shaft attached or the drive rod attaching, I think there's a potential for it to bind up. I could be wrong, but that was my thought for leaving the tires off. So yeah, I had mentioned that I thought I was going to go 8 wide once I got this, but with all the problems with 8 wide, the weight, the bearings to help, the plates versus the bottoms of the plates, or the tiles versus the bottoms of that. There's too many little things that makes this set not a set that would run great for long periods of time. It runs great as far as what we just did. I mean, you saw it running around the layout. It does really good. We're on wide radius track, R120, which helps. The cars look a little funny going around R40 track, standard Lego track. But that's just that my big boy will run around R40 track, and it looks ridiculously silly. Any rate, if you want to run it powered up, it can be done. Brickable's got the instructions, and they're free. But this is going to be mostly display. I'm going to have it displayed over there, and anytime I want to pull it out and put it on the track and run it, I can, and show it off. And I think that's cool, but this is not going to be a daily runner for me. But I do love the set. It looks good. And yes, I know I'm in the minority, but I like this engine better than the original Ideas set. Nothing against the original Ideas designer. Everybody's all tied up in that green color and stuff, but I kind of like the blue. And, it's the current Orient Express color scheme. So, all right, I think I've rambled along enough. My video counter says 20 minutes, and I know there's a couple minutes on the other video, and I'm just making it longer. Thanks for watching.